I think my passion for auto came definitely from my dad. He was a mechanical engineer for a long time before he started his classic car restoration business. So we just grew up around cars, going to different car events, auto shows. My dad never made any assumptions about us being girls not liking cars. Like, there was always this sense of, why wouldn't we like cars? You know, the same as if you had sons instead of daughters. My name's Sarah Spoto. I'm an MBA candidate concentrating in marketing and entrepreneurship. So even before I got to campus, I knew that I wanted to focus on automotive. So I reached out to admissions, I reached out to the Career Advancement Center, asking, is there any alumni or current students or anybody who's working in this space? And they connected me with a first-year student who was about to start an internship at Fiat Chrysler. And he was an amazing support. He was able to get me connected with folks at the company, provide his insight on his experience, and really get me a foot into the door so I could start to build relationships of my own. So this past summer, I interned at Fiat Chrysler. I was a corporate leadership development intern. So I was working in internal audit, doing business processes auditing, everything from regulatory compliance to logistics to human resources, finding where there might be risks or gaps in current processes and trying to improve those, to improve efficiency, improve better collection of data, or whatever it might be. I consider myself definitely a product and a consumer type of person, and I really appreciated the brands at these automotive companies, the products that they offered. But now they're going through this really transformative stage where the world of mobility and the business around mobility is changing dramatically. And we're going to see that happening 5 to 10 years. And we already are, in fact, with some autonomous vehicles and electric vehicles. Net Impact is actually part of a national organization. And what we deal with is something called the triple bottom line. So this idea that companies have the opportunity, and that in many cases they should, focus on both profits, their social impact for the people that they affect, and then the environment and how they're affecting the environment. I think Simon is definitely getting more of a focus on social impact, and I think that's a lot of it's really coming from the demand of students. So you have Professor Wool's classes, urban entrepreneurship, social entrepreneurship classes, even Professor Kessler's class, New Venture Development. He takes a very ethical stance on business and provides that perspective too, so you get a little bit of it there as well. As a woman in business, you're definitely a minority, especially as a leader, and it's important to have that confidence in yourself, and then also to other people have confidence in you. Going into triathlon training, I did not know how to swim. It would have been easy for me not to do it, but doing it, and just like that feeling when the race is done, you're like, okay, I just did something that was pretty much impossible to me before. After I graduate, I'll be going to General Motors in Detroit as part of their marketing rotational program. So General Motors is the only American car company to have a female CEO. And she's the first female CEO of any car maker in the United States. So that means a lot to me. Getting the phone call for that offer and realizing, okay, this is what I came in to do. I wanted to get a marketing role at an automotive company, and to top it all off, there's a female CEO. I was like, okay, this is it. This is what I came here to do.